Today on Tricro Studios, we take a look at viewers' comments. So let's get into some of the comments that we've had over the years, especially some of the ones that we constantly keep seeing.
All the mentioning of Canadian makes me wonder if you are a Canuck. Maybe, just maybe.
Absolutely. We are both born and raised in Halifax, Nova Scotia. I still live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, especially being in the Canadian Navy. We only have two places we can kind of go to, either here or Esquimalt. And Ryan currently lives in Edmonton, Alberta.
What were the settings on the Marshall? What are your settings? Killer tone. Red Video Man was wondering what settings you had on the JCM 900. Share your settings, please. What settings were playing this?
So this question we get at least once a month, once a week. Ryan, when he does his tones and stuff, especially for some of the shootout videos, he just takes whatever guitar that he's using at the time, plugs it in, and then adjusts the knobs to feel. To try to achieve some of the tones that Ryan does, put everything in the middle. For your EQ, and then dial in or dial back whatever sounds that you do like or don't like. If you start from the everything's at zero position, you might not get the flavor that you really want. So start everything in the middle and then dial back or dial forward. Finally, a normal review.
I have to say, first of all, best about channel. I'm positively surprised and happy that there are normal people out there. Second, that is a killer pedal. It is far from the worst, and actually some big names use it in the studio. It was funny for me to watch some videos by metalheads who on that pedal, and they don't know that some of their idols use it. So great pedal, and it is super that others trow it. More for people who buy equipment with ears, not with eyes, and thanks to hype reviews.
So this comment specifically is from my How Bad Is It series. This was on the Eric Clapton Crossroads pedal. The How Bad Is It series, it's more focused on taking a piece of gear. It could be an amplifier, guitar, a pedal, and really giving that piece of gear a fair shake instead of just listening to some of the reviews that are online and some of the bad comments. I actually take this pedal and put it through the paces and try to make a decent sound with each setting. A lot of people really appreciated that video and actually found that I showcased the pedal properly. And then some people got really upset about it, like this guy.
The worst? Nah, I don't think so. Never heard Eric play metal anyway. Also, you don't buy a signature pedal to play totally different type of music.
Well, it took me a little bit of time to actually write back this individual once I got this comment, because I was so annoyed by the ignorance behind it, and this is what I wrote back to him.
I believe your argument is invalid. You can take any pedal and do whatever it is you want it to do within restrictions of that piece of gear. There's many musicians that use pedals and other pieces of gear in a way that was other than the initial intended use. Just because Clapton didn't do something doesn't mean you can't do it with that said piece of gear. The video showcases various different uses of the pedal in the various modes in various different ways in various styles. It showcases what the pedal can and can't do well.
So with that being said, and just to kind of amplify on the ignorance, if you actually look up what a wah pedal was designed to sound like, and if you look up what a fuzz pedal was designed to sound like, and some of the various gear that's out there, that was one of the most boneheaded comments I think I've seen in a long time. Especially that's like somebody saying, oh, you don't buy a Les Paul guitar to play metal. Doesn't make sense. Anyways, let's move on to the next comment.
Nice jersey. Where's the H from? Obviously not Manitoba. Where? Great jersey, by the way. Hey, where did you get that jersey? Whoa, the Sat Salmon Kings jersey in the intro is a classic. Love the Trailer Park Boys hockey jersey.
So, in all my videos or I would say about 99% of my videos, I'm always wearing some type of jersey. I love jerseys. Canadian. Also got to support the hometown and some of the places that I've been to or family has lived. Right now I'm wearing a Halifax Citadels jersey. Like I said before, I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia. The one with the moose on it is Halifax Mooseheads. Salmon Kings jersey from when I used to live out in British Columbia. Like I said before, I'm in the Navy, so having different places that I've lived in, I'll usually pick up a jersey. And then I have a lot of fun ones like the Tri-Crow Studios jersey that I wear a lot. Batman, Mighty Ducks, Goon, Mustang, everything. So I do it because I love jerseys, and it just kind of gives me something that people kind of recognize me by from wearing the jersey so much.
P.S. My girlfriend said that the first song that you played is some kind of famous song. Really? We're Brazilian and she knows more about music than me. I just know extreme kind of music, so I'm curious about the song and what kind of t-shirt is this?
So with regards to us playing other people's songs, we don't. We try to stay away from that, so we try to be creative and write something different every time we play. The drums really kind of help us with that, having a little bit of inspiration here and there, but we do not do any songs that anybody else does unless it actually says in the title. There was a couple of videos where Ryan did a cover of Dyer's Eve on a hollow body guitar that sounded pretty cool. You should check that one out under our playlist. But no, we don't play anybody else's song. We just kind of create whatever comes to mind. Now, if there is something that does sound very similar to something else, it's most likely a very, very coincidental thing.
Did you notice it sucked tone when bypass? I don't like the buffer bypass. It sucks tone.
So with this comment, we do get this on some pedals when people look up to see if they're Tru-Bypass or buffered. It's all personal taste. I don't think there's many people out there that really need to worry about what a buffer is going to do to their sound. And buffers are a good element to have on your pedal board, especially if you have a large amount of pedals. For most people, this isn't going to make or break your tone, so don't get into that fad. I thought that fad was kind of over and done with, but obviously some people are still worried about it, and if you are, that's okay, but I don't think for most people this is something you need to worry about.
I'm good with the noise floor issue. I am a cheapskate but invested in a great gate ISP Decimate. So I have a crap ton of budget pedals that clean up perfectly, but man, if the pedal doesn't even sound good despite the white noise, that's pretty useless, laugh out loud. Just saved me from a $30 eBay purchase I was contemplating. Thank you very much.
So with regards to that review, EHX, obviously I'm a huge fan of EHX, and I know there's a lot of people that are huge fans of EHX, but plugging into this pedal and playing, I noticed right away something was wrong, especially where I own many chorus pedals, and especially the exact chorus that that's supposed to emulate, and it was way off. So after messing around with it, opening the pedal up to see if something was going on inside, didn't really notice anything, so I went online and noticed that everybody else that purchased this pedal had this exact same issue. So with that being said, we always try to pride ourselves on giving you guys accurate reviews. That particular pedal, I gave you the most accurate review I could possibly give you. If that helped you out in the midterm or making sure that you didn't purchase it, I'm glad that I was able to help you out with that. There's many people that trust in EHX like myself. I have many different EHX pedals, and they would buy that pedal not even thinking or looking at reviews or anything like that. So if this saved you from purchasing it or purchasing it for someone else or spending your hard-earned money on a pedal that you thought was going to sound the way it was supposed to, and then you got this, that would be pretty upsetting to me. So I wanted to make sure that you guys got the most accurate review possible.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. This video was a lifesaver. My wonderful wife and I toggle back and forth, baby step by baby step, setting up the Wi-Fi connection for my new iPad and aux amp top box. I now have access to the rig control effects, which makes me a very happy camper. I will be referencing your video again and when I'm ready to hook up and record with my Apollo twin.
So these types of videos, specifically, you guys seem to really enjoy these ones where I actually take things through step by step by step by step and break things down. I noticed this with the some Boss pedals, like the parametric EQ, an EQ pedal, compressor pedals, the enhancer pedal, line selector, noise suppressor, master switch. These types of reviews that I do where I actually really get into the weeds of how the pedal actually operates. You guys seem to really like those ones, so I do appreciate the nice comments that you guys leave on those videos and how much you appreciate them. They are extenuating. They take a long time to edit and do up, so to hear that you guys appreciate those videos, thank you.
This guitar is red.
Thank you.
Thanks for an actually fair and well-conducted review of this pedal. You are spot on about other reviewers not having the right starting tone on their amps for a pedal like this. I guess everyone got so used to dialing in a crunch tone, then adding a boost or overdrive pedal, that they forget that when using a pure distortion block like this, it's best to start with no dirt on your amp.
So to reiterate what this individual is talking about, I talk about how you need to establish a good foundational clean sound before you add anything on top of it. Just like building a house, you're not going to take a crumbly, crappy foundation and put a beautiful house on top of that. It doesn't work. You need to make sure you have a nice solid foundation, which is your clean tone, before you add anything on top. If you have a mess, you're just adding to that mess when you put that other pedal on top of it. Just for instance, to kind of help people, if you do have Mesa Boogie dual rectifier, this is what the settings I use for my clean tone, which I use for every single pedal for the most part, unless it's stated in the comments. This amp is excellent for pedals, so I use this, and I use a nice solid clean tone that I can actually build on top of.
$5,000 guitar, $50,000 rig, and $30 pedal, WTF!
So we happen to get these comments quite a bit where people get upset with gear that we use or how much the gear costs that we use. I don't understand it. I'm not sure if people expect us to use cell phone audio and camera to record our videos, or if they don't like us using expensive gear with those, but we're utilizing and showing how the pedal or piece of gear works and sounds. Not sure really why it matters what we play or how we record, but we try to give you guys the best product we possibly can. So yeah. Alright, so I think that's the end of my video. On a positive note, keep playing, have fun, make sure that you're not going around YouTube and looking for gear verification that you've made the right purchase. If you buy something because you really enjoyed the sound of that piece of gear, enjoy it. If something inspires you, no matter if it's $5 or $5,000, play it and enjoy it. Don't let somebody take that enjoyment away from you. We all don't need the sound the same. Do what works for you. I'm Kevin of Tri-Crow Studios. Take care.